Well, first as to Libya, obviously the United States is very pleased with yesterday's vote. It sent a strong message that needs to be heeded. The efforts by the international community to come together to make clear to Colonel Gaddafi that he cannot continue his violence against his own people. He cannot continue to attack those who started out by peacefully demonstrating for changes that are within the right of any human being to do so. And the fact that he now has received not just the message of those of us who have been calling for him to end, and the fact that he has lost his legitimacy, but the Arab League and the statement that they called for with respect to the resolution. We've seen press reports of a ceasefire by the Libyan government. This is a fluid and dynamic situation. We are going to be not responsive or impressed by words. We would have to see actions on the ground, and that is not yet at all clear. We will continue to work with our partners in the international community to press Gaddafi to leave and to support the legitimate aspirations of the Libyan people. It is important, Jill, that we take this one step at a time. The diplomatic effort that was required to answer questions and create a level of cooperation as represented by the resolution was very intense in the last weeks. And the overwhelming vote by the Security Council, I think, reflects a broad understanding that, number one, stop the violence, and number two, we do believe that a final result of any negotiations would have to be the decision by Colonel Gaddafi to leave. But let's take this one step at a time. Again, I want to take this one step at a time. We don't know what the final outcome will be. The first and overwhelmingly urgent action is to end the violence. And we have to see a very clear set of decisions that are operationalized on the ground by Gaddafi's forces to move physically a significant distance away from the east, where they have been pursuing their campaign against the opposition. There will have to be an accounting of what has already occurred. There are many stories, as you know, of massacres, abductions. Until we can have a better idea of what actually happened, it's hard to know what the next steps will be. The Secretary General appointed a special representative, a former Jordanian foreign minister. We will obviously want to have the international community involved in any kind of dialogue with the opposition and with the Gaddafi regime. So we just passed this resolution last night, and I think now we're going to be working to operationalize it. And we'll see, as I've already said, what the next steps will be.
AFRICOM, that's the newest command set up in Stuttgart, Germany. They are overseeing it, but you also
Imagine